Welcome back, everybody, to Talking Chelsea. This is my review for the Europa League final, where Chelsea won 4-1 against Arsenal. Now, I will admit, I was pessimistic. I was not very confident that Chelsea could win this. I actually predicted that Arsenal would win. Wow, was I wrong? I'll admit when I was wrong, I was wrong. I did not have any faith in the team or the manager to get the job done in this match. But they did. And I've got to hold my hands up. And I've got to applaud everyone involved at Chelsea Football Club for the performance, in the second half especially, on Wednesday night in Baku. So let's talk about the game, shall we? The first half was your typical Chelsea game, really. It was boring. Absolutely boring. Pretty much the same that we've done all season long. And if you're a Chelsea fan or if you've been following Chelsea, you pretty much knew what to expect coming out in the second half. Like always, we'd concede very early on in the second half. But no, we came out, we looked energised, we looked up for it, and we went for it. And we got a goal. Of all people to score, Giroud! Giroud! The person that I slagged off fucking was not happy when we bought him. I was like, what are we doing? Why are we getting Giroud? That's why we're getting Giroud. Because of when it matters. Big games. Giroud turns up. And he did it then. He did it. He got in front of either Koscielny or Socrates, whoever it was, the useless Arsenal defender, headed the ball straight past Petr Cech into the corner. Good first goal. And I was like, come on. Let's hold on to this now. But we didn't hold on to it. We went for more. Obviously, the players felt that Arsenal's head had dropped, and we went for the jugular. 2-0, Pedro. Couldn't believe it. And then what was Ainsley Maitland-Niles doing, son? What are you doing? That was an obvious penalty. Hazard coolly tucked it away past Petr Cech for 3-0. I could not believe it. 3-0. We didn't deserve it, but we were playing really well. Arsenal were just a shambles, absolute shambles. Then they somehow got a goal back, a brilliant goal from Alex Iwobi. I hold my hands up. That was a very good goal. And I thought to myself, uh-oh, could this be another European night here where a comeback is on? I thought maybe, for 30 seconds. And then Eden Hazard puts it in the back of the net again. 4-1. And it was done, dusted. We'd won the Europa League. We'd stopped Arsenal's party, and all those Arsenal fans, all the, let's say, the more famous YouTube Arsenal fans, especially one People's Champion, was giving it large, fucking saying he was so confident that we would get slapped, smashed, and that they were going to win it easily. What happened, son? What happened? Your team fell apart. They were awful in the second half, Arsenal. Absolutely dreadful. To a man. The one player that I could say that stood out for them was Petr Cech. And they were all saying, oh, Petr Cech, oh, he's going to Chelsea, he's going to play shit. He was your best player on the pitch by far. If it wasn't for him, could have been 8 or 9-1. Anyway, great game by Chelsea. I thought every player, especially in the second half, was outstanding. Let's go through the player ratings, shall we? Kepa in goal. Made some good saves in the first half and in the second half. Really good game. I've given him an 8 out of 10. Azpilicueta, the captain, the leader, did a great job, I thought, at right back. I'd give him a 7. David Luiz. Wow. There was another leader in our team. It's David Luiz. He was fantastic. He always turns up in these big games when you need him to. 9 for David Luiz. Next to him, Christensen had Abama who? Abama what? Abama get in my pocket, son. That's right. Christensen had Aubameyang in his pocket the whole game. The whole game. And where was Lacazette? Who knows? Probably in the other pocket. How about that? Left back. Christensen. 9. I thought it was fantastic. Really, really good. Same for Luiz, 9. Emerson, left back, Good crossing for the first goal. Really played well, got forward well, defended well. 9 for Emerson. Jorginho in the midfield, ran the midfield, bossed it in the second half especially, along with the other two. A 9. Kovacic. Now, I have been slagging off Kovacic all season. I didn't think he was good enough for Chelsea, but on the performance he put in, especially in the second half, in the first half he started off a bit slow, but in the second half he was phenomenal. The best performance I've ever seen him have in a Chelsea shirt. I'll give him a 9 as well. Absolutely phenomenal. Kante. The guy wasn't supposed to be playing today in that game. He was not fit enough. But he proved what a machine he is. Again, another player that bossed that midfield. They just couldn't deal with it, the Arsenal midfield. 10 for Kante. Up top, Pedro. Good goal, good finish. Played well. I'll give him an 8. Giroud. Excellent header for the goal. Led the line well. Linked up perfectly with Hazard. I'd give him a 10. And Eden Hazard, wow. What a way to sign out in your Chelsea career, the last game you're going to play. No Chelsea fan can have any hard feelings against him. He has been an absolute legend, and he went on with his team, won us the Europa League in his last game. What a way to sign out. Thank you, Eden Hazard. You have been phenomenal. One of the best players, if not the best player, to ever put on the Chelsea shirt. This game, 10 out of 10. You can't give him any less. If I could give him more, I would. Say the referee. Oh, yeah, let's rate the referee. He was all right. 6. Sarri. Forgot about Sarri. Maurizio Sarri. Fantastic. If he goes, if he stays, I'm not too bothered. I'd rather he stayed because, A, he got 8 days pre-season this season gone, which was nothing. It's not a pre-season. He got hounded by the press. No trust from the board. Players turning against him. And he still finished 3rd in the league, getting us a Champions League spot. And got into the League Cup final. That's nothing. And won the Europa League. Wow. That's a great season. After all the shit he had to deal with. I would not blame the guy if he wanted to go to Juventus. After the shit he's had to put up with in England. Why would you not want to go back to Italy? But if he wants to stay, let him stay. Let him build a team. Let him build a foundation. Build a style with some new players. These loanees that are coming back. Yes, we haven't got any transfers this summer. Oh well. But for me tonight, Sarri got it right in the game. In the second half especially, I'd give him a 9. Well done, Maurizio Sarri. And I was really happy to see him getting that medal. He looked really happy when he was just standing there looking at that medal. Really felt good for him. Really felt pleased for Maurizio Sarri at that point. The fans, even though there weren't that many of them, fantastic. Also were the Arsenal fans. They were fantastic as well. All of them having to travel that far. You've got to feel for the Arsenal fans because their team let them down. Big time. Big time. I've got family that are Arsenal fans and I felt for them because, yeah, their team just are flopping at the moment. This is not the Arsenal I remember when I was younger. They are shocking at the moment. Something needs to be done there. But same for Chelsea, really. This can't paper over the cracks of the poor season we have actually had, really. I mean, yes, we've won stuff. We finished 3rd. But some of the performances we've put in this season have not been good enough and it needs to be looked at. Some of the players need to be moved on. And I'll talk about that in a future video. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Thank you for watching. Please comment, please like, subscribe. I really do appreciate everyone that subscribes to this channel. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video and I'll see you next time.